friends, they were scared to wear their Star of David necklaces out because they didn't want anybody to target them.
On Lloyd Street, the third oldest synagogue in the country, a man tried to set something on fire right outside of that synagogue.
All these people were doing was just living life, and they just got slaughtered, they just got executed.
They would get forced onto the cattle cars, how they would stay in those cars for maybe 4 days with no water, no place to crap, no place to sit down, no air, no nothing. They're all Jewish. My father came from the German side of the Jewish culture. My mother came from the eastern side, Russia or Poland. Middle-class German, dressed beautifully, and there could be no connection between my father's ancestors from Germany and my mother's ancestors from Poland. Because growing up in Manhattan, it was either all Jews or Catholics. I was mainly around Jewish people. There was a family of 8 to 10 kids, good Catholic people who lived right above us. We would get on the elevator at the 9th floor. How's it going? As soon as we got out into the street, it's as if we didn't know one another. Nothing explicit was anti-Semitic. I don't think in school then, as compared to now, that they had any Holocaust studies.
We started learning about Jewish history in school. I said that I was Jewish. People did not believe me. I had these friends, and when we were walking home, I told the friends that I thought were my friends, and they were like, "We want to put you in the gas chamber." My mother is a Jewish woman. My dad, he's a Catholic man. It's kind of weird, like, growing up Jewish because I didn't really think about it as a religion. I just thought about it as, like, my ethnicity. I just thought of it as me being around my family, you know?
I went to bar mitzvahs, and that was fine because that was a big party. But anything that had to do with religion, there was a very obvious conflict. And I'm sure that that had its impact on me. I've rejected the religion itself. That doesn't interest me. But what part I feel I am a Jewish person. I collect various symbolic things that relate to Judaism. So it's the cultural piece that informs me, because you don't get into differences about cultural stuff. You get into differences about religious stuff. Atman's is the food, cultural food, the matzo ball soup, corned beef sandwiches. Look at the line. There were black women, there were black men, there were white people. I'm not saying that those white people were all Jewish. It wasn't only the Jews that were involved in the Holocaust. It was the gypsies, it was the homosexuals, it was anything that was different from the Aryan, blonde hair, blue-eyed population that Hitler wanted to propagate the world with.
It doesn't mean we have to, like, succumb to this sadness and just let that make us be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be proud to be who I am." What we can do is we can find our community of people. We look at, like, civil rights. How the heck did they get through that? They got through that by coming together as a community and protesting themselves. It teaches me that whatever comes your way, you don't have to let that define you. These people
who survived the concentration camps, many of them then have lived unto their 90s. They made a life. They were able to trust to marry. They would have kids. They exuded love. How could they do that after all that they experienced, all the worst of mankind that they experienced?
It's a quality within you that if you're Jewish or any type of minority, you're gonna have this bravery, courageous spirit, this energy inside of you.
One of the people in my literature group is a 104-year-old woman. She is no more ready to die than somebody else. So that's a question that, you know, not just with Holocaust people, but in general, who survives and who doesn't in this world.
That's how